Hey guys, so yeah, we're back with another video. This one is going to be a little bit of a change-up since, of course, we got the keys to the game tomorrow, and we got the keys to the game today for another thing. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NFL. We got the Week 18 finale doubleheader special preview keys to the game. Of course, first Chiefs Broncos and then Cowboys Eagles. Let's get in the first one, Chiefs Broncos. Chiefs 11-5, trying to get the number 1 seed. If they win and the Titans lose, they get the number 1 seed. Broncos are 7-9. Of course, they've had a pretty disappointing season in their perspective. Honestly, I think they've had a decent season though. They've been pretty much solid. Yeah, they haven't beat a ton of good teams. They beat a couple good teams, but they have beaten some good teams here, and they're a pretty inconsistent home team, but they can win here. Either way, it's 4:30 on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, on the ESPN app, and the NFL app if you have the subscription. For the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes will start. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out. Oh yeah, it's at 4:32. That's Eastern time, so you're gonna have to check. If you live out west, Patrick Mahomes though starting. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out, so Darrell Williams, Derek Gore, Jerry McKinnon will all get a ton of touches. Tyreek Hill, Byron Pringle, Mecole Hardman, Travis Kelce, Michael Burton at fullback, Orlando Brown Jr., Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, Kyle Long, Andrew Wiley. Defensively, Chris Jones, Jerron Reed, Derek Nottie, Frank Clark, Nick Bullen, Anthony Hitchens. Malik Herring is out also. Willie Gay, Travarius Ward, Tyrann Mathieu, Juan Thornhill, L'Jarius Sneed, Rashad Fenton, Mike Hughes, Joshua Kendall, Kalen Saunders, Chris Lamons, Lucas Niang, Mike Rummers, and Jody Fortson are all on the IR. Now for the Broncos. Drew Lock starting. Okay, I'll tell you who's out though. Deshaun Hamilton's out. Calvin Anderson is out. Defensively, Shelby Harris is questionable. Nate Hairston is out. But Drew Lock will start. Melvin Gordon, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Noah Fant, Garrett Bowles, Netan Muti, Lloyd Cushenberry III. I guess they'll have to have Quinn Minor to play again. Bobby Massey defensively, McKelvin Agam might most likely have to play. Mike Purcell, Draymond Jones, Bradley Chubb, Kenny Young, Micah Kaiser, Stephen Weatherly, Kyle Fuller, PJ Locke, Justin Simmons, Bryce Callahan, Michael Ojamendia, and Mike Ford. Ronald Darby, Pat Surtain, Josie Jewell, Natrice Patrick, Alexander Johnson, Deshaun Williams, Brett Jones, Graham Glasgow, Cody Conway, Andrew Beck, Adrian Killens, KJ Hamler, and Teddy Bridgewater all in the IR. Okay. Now we go to the keys to the game. For the Chiefs offense, run the ball 20-plus times, 20-plus points in the second half, no turnovers, and checkdowns and screens. Of course, keep doing what you're doing. Checkdowns and screens. Got to keep doing it. And there's a good chance if they are blowing them out, the Broncos out, the Chiefs will probably rest their starters in the second half. It is possible. I highly doubt that'll happen, though. But they got to run the ball a lot. I'm sorry. It's how they're going to win in the playoffs, especially on the road. They won't be playing. They'll be playing 2 home games most likely, but if they get to the divisional round, when they get to the conference championship, they're going to probably play in Tennessee. They're going to have to run the ball, so they got to get in that group for the playoffs. And they got to score 20 points in the second half. If the game's close, they got to score in the second half. They didn't do that last week. I need to see it for me to be actually comfortable with thinking this is a really good team. Of course, no turnovers. The turnover the ball, there's a problem. And checkdowns and screens is how they work a lot, and I'm fine with it. Chiefs defense, though, if they can stop the run, number one, they got to stop the run. This is a team that will run the football, and if they're able to make sure that doesn't happen, I think they're good. But then they have to make sure there's under 20 points, too. They got to keep it under 20. Last week, honestly, very avoidable. Their defense, honestly, didn't play that terrible. They didn't play as much man coverage and didn't bring 0 blitzes every play. Good chance that the game wouldn't have ended the way it was, even close. Offense wasn't really supporting, though. Wasn't a good team effort in the second half, but They want to win. They're going to have to play. Their defense is going to have to play better. Broncos offense, so they got to run the ball for over 220. That's a lot of yards, but they can do it. They're a really good run team. 20 plus points. Drew Lock, not a great quarterback, but if you ever run the ball a lot and get those play action, I can guarantee he'll put up 20 for you. The type of quarterback, he has a running game. He can throw the ball. Like we've seen that in the past couple of games. He hasn't been good, but he hasn't been terrible by any means. Broncos defense, though, 2 high safeties 100% of the game and bring pressure with 4 rushers. So it's kind of how you stop the Chiefs' offense. I know a lot of defenses haven't been able to do it, but this is the type of defense that I really think can. They were actually in the 22-9 loss in Kansas City. They were actually really good. They did play a lot of 2 high safeties. They got a lot of pressure on Mahomes too, and honestly, their offense kind of stunk it up. So they play the same way they did. Good. There's still a higher chance they'll win because there's no way the Chiefs' defense, unless Chiefs' defense plays better than they did last week, they have a shot to win this. The Broncos are not out of this. It'd be a huge win for them. We're done with this one, though. Next game, this game is going to be really big. Of course, the Chiefs and Broncos is huge for the AFC. This one, it's kind of meaningless, but it's actually a cool game. Cowboys, Eagles. Eagles really don't have anything to play for. They're going to be the 6th or the 7th seed. They want to be the 6th seed. So most likely they want to win this. They're 9-7. It's kind of meaningless for them. Kind of like the Cowboys, too. If they want a high seed, they'll have a chance at a high seed at least. They're going to have to win. They're 11-5. Of course, they want to get to 12-5. Eagles, of course, 9-7, trying to get to 10-7. 8:15 on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Deportes, free on the ESPN app and NFL app. But for this one, this game is not meaningless. Both these teams want momentum, all that. And it's basically a doubleheader. If you didn't know, there's Monday Night Football doubleheaders. So ESPN gets 2 extra games this year. And they get a Monday, so instead of having 2 Monday night games, they get the doubleheader here, which is actually an extra game, because they still got a Monday Night Football game week 1, and then they also got the and then they also get the wild card game too. I mean not the wild card game, the week 17 game, Monday Night Football. So yeah, it's good for them. But of course for the Cowboys, Tony Pollard is out, T.J. Vasher is out again, Tyron Smith is out, and Josh Ball. Defensively, Micah Parsons, Francis Bernard, Anthony Brown, Jerron Kearse, Trayvon Diggs, all out. Donovan Wilson is questionable. And then Hunter Niswander, the backup special team kicker, whatever you want to call him, is also out. They still got Dak, who might not play. Same thing with Zeke, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and Cedric Wilson will play. Dalton Schultz, Terrence Steele probably is going to have to start. Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Murray, and Leo Collins. Defensively, DeMarcus Lawrence, Neville Gallimore, Carlos Watkins, Randy Gregory, Lane Vander Esch, Keanu Neal, Luke Gifford probably going to play. Of course, not as good as Micah Parsons in any sort of the imagination. Jordan Lewis, no, it's going to be Malik Hooker. He'll step in. Malik Hooker is honestly probably the best safety on this team. He's just not gotten that much playing time, and he gets hurt a lot. I want to see him play. He's a really good player. They still have DeMonte Casey, Kelvin Joseph, Jordan Lewis, C.J. Godwin, and Maurice Candy. Yeah, Malik Hooker I love. I can literally just show you his PFF. Like, 70.9 for a safety is actually pretty darn good. I gotta admit, he's a good player. He's 1 interception, yeah, but targets, yeah, he only has 12 targets, and you're like, look at this, 8 for 12, they're not deep balls, tell you that. He is a good player, he plays the safety, when he's out there, he does his job, that's all I gotta say. Gets hurt a lot, but still a great player. Jabril Cox, Reggie Robinson, Brett Urban, Blake Jarwin, Rico Dowell, Michael Gallup, all on IR. Now we go to the Eagles. Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, all out, along with Dallas Goedert, Jack Stoll. Oh yeah, and these guys might actually play though. Nate Hairbig, Landon Dickerson and Lane Johnson are both questionable. Defensively, Fletcher Cox out. He'll probably play though because of COVID. Some of these guys will be coming back because they're vaccinated. Alex Singleton, Jernard Avery, Marcus Epps, Rodney Clown, Avonte Maddox, all also out. They still have Jalen Hurts, Kenneth Gainwell, solid player. Will probably have to, of course, start. Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Jalen Rager, Tyree Jackson, never heard of him, so let's see what he can do. Jordan Mailata, Sua Opeta, Jason Kelsey, Jack Anderson, and Brett Toth probably have to play. Josh Sweat, of course, a really good player, is going to get to play too. Javon Hargrave, Milton Williams might have to play. Well, yeah, he'll probably have to play. Or Hassan Ridgeway. They still have Derek Barnett, Jacoby Stevens making his first start, TJ Edwards, Sean Bradley probably has to go over to sub linebacker, or TJ Edwards, one of the two. TJ Edwards has actually been better. A lot better. But they have Darius Slay, my bad, who's been awesome this year. Kayvon Wallace, Anthony Harris, Steven Nelson, Zach McPherson, and Joshua Scott, Joe Osmond, Davion Taylor, Brandon Graham, Jack Driscoll, Brandon Brooks, Isaac Salamalu, Jason Kroom, all on the IR. Okay, now we go to the keys to the game. For the Cowboys offense, run the ball for over 150 plus, 35 minutes possession time. There's a very good chance of playing the Cardinals. It's not a very good chance, but there's a chance. They're either playing the Rams or the Cardinals in the divisional round, in the wild card. The only way they're going to beat them really is by, you saw it, they played the Cardinals last week. Their defense won't be able to hold up against them. It's just because their offense is getting better when they'll have D-Hop back. They're going to have to be able to run the ball down teams' throats. So they got to get that going this week with a huge momentum against a team in the cold. The only way to do that is by running the ball for over 150. Yeah, that might not seem like a lot, but it kind of is. In 35 minutes of possession time, they get the job done, they'll win it. Cowboys defense under 20 plus minutes possession time and points. Under 20 plus minutes possession time will make or break this game. If the Cowboys have 40 minutes possession time, they will win this game. It's just how it works. They have too many playmakers to do it. Even if they don't start their guys, they'll probably still win this if they do that. And they gotta get 20. They gotta keep them under 20. Of course, they keep them under 20. Their offense, unless they stink it up, will probably have their guys in. Eagles offense, though, over 200 yards rushing and 300 yards passing. I need to see a really well-rounded effort offensively. Jalen Hurts needs to throw for over 300, and they need to be able to run the ball really well, too. 500 yards total offense with extreme balance is an elite offense. The best offense you can have. I want to see it happen. Eagles defense, stop throwing an under 5 down, third down conversion. Third down conversions will kill you defensively, so keep them under 5, and you got to stop the run because this team will thrash you if they're able to run the ball against you. Either way, guys, that's going to be the end of the Week 18 finale special doubleheader preview keys of the game. Hope you guys like it. We got 2 games tomorrow. It should be epic. Of course, watch those 2 games, and then we got 14 games on Sunday. 2 doubleheaders on CBS and Fox. There's actually 3 doubleheaders this weekend, and then we got the Sunday night game. So, 7 nationally televised games over the next 2 days. Should be super fun. Hope you guys like it, though. Yeah, have a good Friday, and yeah, let's get ready for tomorrow.